Hello, my Facebook friends. We are just in this moment trying to to have a live call between Kamrul from Bangladesh and between me here in Salzburg, Austria. I'm just inviting him, so I will see if he will jump on. If he gets my invitation. I don't know if he can see something, if he can hear something. I have no idea. In this moment, I can have only, aha. Okay, yes. So, hello. Aha. Hey, he's in the moment. Ah, hello.
Hello. Good,
Hello.
good.
I
So,
don't know. Do you have it now on your account too?
on my account, I need to
Check if you're on your account as well.
yeah, I have posted on
Hi.
my I have posted on my Facebook as well. So I think now it's on my account too. Let me see, just final checking. I think
We can ask. Are there
yeah,
people
yeah,
from Cameroon?
yeah,
Can you check it? Yeah.
I have shared it in my Facebook as well, so it's now also uh, on my Facebook account as well, because I can see I have two screen now parallelly. One I'm talking to you, and another screen I'm just watching on my right. So yes, I can see. So that's perfect. Thank you.
Yes. So we did it.
So thank you, Katharina. Thank you so much. So let me
Thank you too.
introduce myself. So those who
Yes.
are watching live from Bangladesh, and I need to introduce Katharina to all of you. And those who are watching from Austria, probably then you can introduce myself as well, so that from both the country people know what we are talking about. So first you go or I go. So what is your take?
You start. You are
All right.
the head of this discussion.
So all right. Thank you, Catherine, and thank you those who are online with us right now. So hello and welcome. This is Kamrul from Bangladesh. So today with me on Facebook Live, Katharina from Austria. She's one of the famous, I should say, famous fashion designer in Austria. I'm really proud and glad to have you with me. And our intention is to share the success stories from all over the world. And this is an attempt to bring the success stories from across the planet, uh, anywhere in the world. So the ultimate objective is how we can inspire people, as many as possible, back home here in Bangladesh and also anywhere in the world, those who are watching. So hearing the success stories, those who are talking live with me and with us together, all of the people, those who are successful, and they'll be sharing the success stories, how they have grown up, how they have started their journey, how they are how they're impacting lives around them. So this is the ultimate intention and objective for doing this Facebook Live. I mean, together from different guests from all over the world. So today here with me is Katharina. So for Katharina from Austria. So Katharina has, you know, has so many introduction. If I can attempt, is you were born in Switzerland, right? And you have educated yourself in Germany, and then you also spent some time in Holland, and also studied sometimes there, and then settled in Austria in now your own business. And at some point also you did acting on the street. That's what I see, right? So and then you
As a
started your
child,
own
really.
business. So you have truly, global characteristics, global presence in different part of the world, and you are shining yourself in your own business, in your own characters, and that's what most interesting. So is I mean, now I want to hear from you, Katharina.
Thank you, Kamrul. I just wanted quick to ask all of you who are now looking here at live Facebook Live, please type in from where you are so that we can see from which kind of countries we have people joining us. So it's very nice that you asked me to do this Facebook Live, Kamul. So the people on my account, they are already knowing me because they see already a lot of things from myself. I think they will know me. So yeah, whatever. You see, from Florida, now lights are from
Yeah.
Sweden. This is Marlene from Sweden, Alex from Florida. Very nice.
Hmm.
Yeah, please
Alexis
type
is a
in. Yes,
healer.
from where are you?
Alexis is a healer. She's an energy
Beautiful.
healer. She's a I mean physician as well. So I have seen her many videos, and probably I want to bring Alexis as well later on. So thank you. I think Ballerina from Sweden, yes, welcome, and
Ah,
Janet from New York.
yes.
So it's
Beautiful.
from
Hi. Very
Fazal
nice.
Mahmood is from Bangladesh. Syed Russell from Bangladesh. They are watching you and watching both of us. So yes, I want to hear your story and how did you start your journey, and please share your journey with us. Yes, Abdul Mateen from Bangladesh. Abdul Mateen Mukto, thank you for staying with us. Let's hear from my guest Katharina today.
So what I understood from you, Kamrul, it's important for you to have people also who just live their dreams. Isn't this right? Is this right? So this is something
Absolutely.
I do already for 20 years around. So I'm doing what I'm passionate about, and
Mm-hmm.
so the important point to how I was coming to what I'm passionate about was actually after my dance study. Before I even have to start a little bit before, because I had a very special relationship to fashion, a very unusual relationship to fashion. I had actually already in the time 15, 16, 14, 15, 16, I
Mm-hmm.
had to dress myself in the way I felt from within. So my mood had to be dressed. I wasn't looking for people outside of myself. I had to dress myself how I felt. And I did my dance study, but I was producing for myself clothing out of cartons and things like this. And I had a very unusual style. People wanted to have similar things. And so it started already in this direction. And actually, before we started really with my fashion company, we started with wholesale company of dance
Wholesale,
shoes.
wholesale company, wholesale company,
Yes,
right? From
yes.
Austria.
Everything I did always with passion, and I
Mm-hmm.
couldn't do something without my heart. This wasn't possible. But this was so funny because with the fashion, it was something I had inside myself, and this is maybe important for people who are listening this. I
Mm-hmm.
had the feeling if I do something really strange, I will be a fashion designer because it was not so easy to allow myself to really do what I really loved.
Mm-hmm.
It's because I yeah, and then I allowed to do this. I allowed myself to do this, and this was actually really something. What took me then is the way I started in what you was posting also. So a well-known women from Germany was coming into my shop, and I just had the first day a new suit on. What this time tailor produced for myself, and she saw me and she was saying, "Oh my gosh, I need to have this." And this was kind of
Okay.
the starting point. And the point was always I was confident in things what I was wearing for myself, and people around me, they want to have the same feeling. So this this was the situation how it started, and it was like the things were just when when I had something ready and I had something new, people were coming and the things was immediately away. They needed to have this, and so we are doing this. So we founded the new company in 2004, and now we have 2018, and we build up step by step. And in 2015, I had my first fashion show in New York. And last year, I had a fashion show in Cannes during the film festival. And we are on our way to go further. I don't
Excellent.
know if
So in this journey, uh, is it always like, you were rising above, like the growth was always, I mean, you were growing, or you had sometimes a difficult time that you faced. So how did you overcome those difficulties in your life, in terms of profession and also in terms of personal life? How did you adjust it? You know, being a professional fashion designer, wanted to be a successful fashion designer, wanted to have your global presence across the world, and at the same time probably you have faced some challenges as well, right? So can you share some challenges that you have faced and how did you overcome those?
so. Without challenging, there is, I think, nothing to achieve.
Absolutely.
I am very that my normal process is always to get my dreams into reality. And so this is my day by day work, because we are living from out of my ideas. So I create it, I have it first in my mind, and then I get it down into reality and then into the world. So my ideas are actually walking around the globe. So this is a
Fantastic.
amazing process. What I know is there are always challenging situations, because when you're living your dream, you are um, doing what you love, but always there you be as far as you are as personality, and you always have to learn a lot. Next step, next step, next step. First you start alone, then you have employees, how to work with employees. You have a shop, you want to grow the shop. Have um, you have always things where you just have to learn the next next step. And this important thing, what you need to have to go through to hi Serene, hi Ambika. So what you have to have is that you stick to your idea till it is in the reality. This is also with my perfume. We took 3 years till we had this perfume, what I had in my mind. And it takes always to stick with your idea till it is in the reality. I think this is something so important. Without this, you can't do nothing. I say always, it's the same thing, whatever. If you want to pick up a glass of water and you want to drink it, you have first in your mind, you want to have something to drink. Then you go to the glass, you pick up the glass and you get it here. If you start struggling during this way, oh, maybe I can't take this glass. Yeah, you
Right.
never could get this glass to your mouth. And it is the same thing with your ideas. And there we are free, actually. If we understand this, we can do everything. We can do everything. If we are in love with what we are doing and we stick to the idea till the end, then we can realize everything.
Absolutely.
Does
I
this
think you're
make sense?
talking, yeah, I think you're talking about the bite size action, right? One step at a time. Correct. So that's how you started, and you had a dream ultimately in your mind, right? Back of your mind, you had a dream, you have an intention as well to go globally. Like you had presence, fashion shows in New York and in Switzerland, also many other countries, right? So, but it was not always like rosy, right, in your career. You
Not
fall
at all.
down, you fall down, you get up, you've taken actions, you believed in yourself. And I mean, how did you keep a moral high when you fall down? So how did
So
inspire
I
yourself?
I tell I can tell one story. So 2016, um, through all this work and all the things, I got quite sick. And so last year, actually, I had, next to my work, I had to overcome a lot of pain. So I was, one day, I wasn't able to move forwards again. I had so much pain, I actually could only move backwards, and this with very, very slow steps. I couldn't go stairs, and I had a lot of stairs in my home. And I had, you can't believe how much this was a challenging situation for myself.
Hmm.
And so this is the key for myself to overcome difficult situations is always that I believe deeply inside myself. I know this. They are always there to make a change in my thinking and to find the key what lies in the challenging situation, because this is always a gift. And the next step I need to figure out and to grow. And so in
Hmm.
this situation, I have a sickness what you actually normally have for years, ever. It's nearly not to heal. And I'm
Hmm.
back healthy again. I have just a little pain left, and I know it will take me maybe a few more months and I will be over it totally. And I have changed in a way I can't imagine. And I know this is now for much bigger things what are emerging inside myself necessary.
True. Sometimes life knocks us down, right? In different
Sure,
situations, in different
everybody.
circumstances. And at that moment, we need to believe in ourselves. We need to believe our dream, right? That why we are chasing our dream and what is the biggest why. Probably when you felt all the sickness and trouble in your life, probably uh, like only the reason why that kept you alive, right? Why you are working hard, why you want to go globally with your business, what you want to do, and how you want to inspire people. Can you relate something that in your fashion designing, as you're one of the those who are watching right now from Bangladesh, I see some of the renowned personalities from Bangladesh. If I may name some of them, Rumi Alissa, he is watching with us. Thank you, sir, for being with us. Mr. Razaul Kabi, he is also watching with us. McDonald, I think he is from somewhere else in the world. He's also watching with us. Shahadat Hussein, thank you for watching with us. And today my guest is Katharina from Austria. She is one of the renowned fashion designer from Austria. So the reason I'm bringing different international guests with me in Facebook Live, actually to share their success stories and how they overcome their life, and what things that we can take from their successful life. Definitely, we have many people back home here in Bangladesh, a lot of successful people as well. So I would also bring them, but my intention is how we can inspire people back home and also anywhere in the world. So today, so as a turn, I'm talking to Katharina. Yes, Katharina, over to you. How you are contributing in your fashion world and also inspiring people, how that matches with your passion.
I didn't understood your question quite well. Can you repeat it?
Right, you are a fashion designer in Austria, right? So,
Yes?
and your purpose is also you want to inspire people through your design, right? That you do, that you produce, right?
Sure.
And what do you, yeah, and how do you relate with this? like inspiring others and also your fashion designing, your passion?
My passion about fashion is very unusual because actually I'm so this is higher than normal fashion. It's if people came to my shop, they actually feel like this is fashion for royalty. So it's a high fashion, and
Hmm.
it's for people who already live their dreams, kind of.
Okay.
So it is a fashion what is like five-star hotels
Hmm.
in the world. It has a high class and much value, and it's but it is actually to match to the personality. So it's just a unique style, and it's you can wear it as long as you want, and it's beautiful materials, very beautiful cuts, and just amazing to wear. And this is what I
Hmm.
just love by myself. And sure, all the people who are wearing my fashion, they came from far away. They fly by their private plane to me and buy their fashion. And yeah, so
Hmm.
it's
Yeah,
this
that's how
special.
that's how you, yeah, that is so much of your greatness. Like that's how you live it. That's how you believe that you are inspiring people through your design, isn't it? And you feel passionate about it, and you're
Yes,
contributing to live the other people's, how they want to live their life through the design.
yes. And they feel just amazing when they are wearing the things I'm producing, and it's they stick out.
So that makes you feel happier. That makes you feel fulfillment in your life, isn't it?
Yes, the fulfillment is in this moment. If someone just see himself and feel that he feel his beauty, and you can see it. This is what I actually really love with my fashion. I love seeing people, um, yeah, being just amazing, because I have also a lot of famous people who are buying my things and on wearing them on stage or running their company. And so this is, yeah, this is, I love this. This is my
Okay,
passion.
great. And how do you define your success factor? So one of the viewer is asking me actually. So what is the success factor for you? So if you can answer this in your way.
It's also always a process. So I have it in it's changing, and it's in process. In this moment, I'm changing, and everything is changing a lot in my company, actually, because I'm on my way to get being a speaker as well.
Hmm.
And so there I'm delivering my core message, and we are also in process behind to really grow globally much bigger.
Hmm.
So it's always something where you are in process. In my case, I'm following my heart. I'm following my dreams always. So it's and this change with yourself during the life, you're just in process to develop your own personality through this process as well.
Right. So what you are saying is uh, success is a continuous journey, right? And it's a process of continuous improvement, that what you are today and what you can do tomorrow better than today, right? And the destination
It's an
goes
insight question.
always beyond.
Yeah, it's an
So
insight question. It's always in process inside of you. So you'll be in process to look for the next fulfilling things, and you're looking for what is the next thing you have to do. What are the next goals? What is your big goal? And how do you go forward? And which way do you want to check and in and go?
Right. And a lot of time we actually, set goals. And what we also know that if we have a purpose, bigger purpose in our life, that also helps us to reach, what we want to achieve in our life. And the bigger reason, is why actually we want to achieve what. So if our why is much bigger, then actually the process becomes much easier, right? What do you think?
The why is very important. Why do you do what? Yes, for sure. This you have to answer because and this is always a question of your where you believe in. What is
Absolutely.
your the system
Hmm.
behind?
And also
Yeah.
believe in what you are doing today, right? Say for an example, you are a fashion designer. You must have a reason within your heart, within your mind, right? Why you are passionate about to become a renowned fashion designer in your country, and also you want to present across the world, and you feel happy, by seeing your design is being displayed and people are happily accepting it. That and that connects to your passion to the bigger why, isn't it? That's how
Yes.
you get
Yes.
fulfillment.
Yes. Yes. Exactly.
So if you can share, like, uh, as a woman entrepreneur in a country, so do you have any advantage over, you know a lot of time we say that, our women are not empowered, and particularly in this part of the world. So I know you are in advanced country, you are in Austria, and you are, uh, I mean, renowned fashion designer. So but what do you feel become a fashion designer in a country, and what advantage or disadvantages that you have faced?
So we have here much. We are quite free as a women. Yes, we can just do our things, and women have actually a lot of power if you just let them do what they supposed to do. And
Hmm.
so there is. I think there's actually not really a difference between men and women. There's a difference um, about how women or how men are looking at the world, but women are able to do a lot and they can stay strong. I can tell you, I had once someone um, um, sheikh so actually from a country, a very high one. Everybody
Okay.
will. He's very well known and chic. Yeah, he was in my
Yep.
shop, and he was buying for one of his women a dress, and he told me, "Can you just wear this?" And I say, "I don't have someone else here. No, I don't wear it." So it was going back and forth. He want. So actually, at the end, he was giving me his hand and
Hmm.
he acknowledged me like as a man, strong as a man. And he was saying to me, okay, you are like a man. I can't do nothing what I want to do. So mm, I think women empowerment actually is something what will help even
Hmm.
a country to develop into prosperity because there lies a power in it, um, what you have to see and to feel what will happen then because um, yeah, I can see it in on my own and I see it on a lot of women. Yeah.
Yeah, ultimately, yeah, that is true. Ultimately, it depends on the stronger reason inside, be it man, be it women, right? It doesn't matter, right? As you said, that it depends on how passionate somebody is, to achieve anything out of the life, and how, the way you want to enjoy your life it actually irrespective of who you are and what part of the world you belong to, what education you have, or isn't it? If the inside is stronger and if the reason is stronger, if the hunger is stronger, then I believe that anything is achievable, isn't it?
Yes. In my case, even when I left home with 16. I wanted to study dance. I had to be 21. I was 17 when I was going there. I had to have a higher education school, and I hadn't had this. I had in my mind, I will study there, I will study there, I was going to the
Mm-hmm.
chief and I could study with 18 without anything. And it was the best. And after I had the education to study all the other things. So if you have something in your mind and if you want to do it, this is actually typical me. If I have something in my mind, I always achieve it. I know this.
Correct. So to achieve, that
It's an
means to
inside
achieve.
question.
Yeah. So
It is
that
an
means to
inside
achieve something. Yeah, it's inside question, inside calling. That would drive anyone to achieve and to take action. Ultimately, it matters to take action.
Sure, sure.
Yeah, Alexandra, thank you, Alexandra. Yes, it is. I mean, with us, Alexandra is with us as well. So she's saying that determination, absolutely, it is the differentiating factor between a passion and a dream. Right? Determination of achievement, determination of overcoming any difficulties, absolutely. So,
Steve
so.
Jobs always, he often talks about his success factor, and he was saying, you have to love what you are doing. You have to be passionate because you always face sometimes
Mhm,
challenging situation where you think, now it's enough. Now I
mhm.
stop doing it. And to be able to overcome this points, you have to love it and stick to it, and be persistent.
Persistent. Yep. Persistency is the mother of success, sometimes we say, right? So so it's just because of your persistent intention, persistent effort, that took you today what you are today, right? Is
Sure.
one of the fashion designer in a country.
And my love for growing, and my love for developing my own personality and developing the things I'm doing. So just go for it to grow. And I know, I have achieved already a lot, but I know for my career, actually, I'm still in the beginning. I have a huge career in front of my nose.
Mm-hmm. Okay, but still you think that you are just beginning in your career, correct?
Yeah, even I'm so long already, and I achieved
Mm-hmm.
already a lot. I have a lot in front of me. And I think something like this is also always important. It's the question where your goals stop. I have a huge goal inside myself,
Mm-hmm.
and I know I will
Okay.
come there. I'm on
So
my way.
let me ask you one question. Uh, Ultimately, in your life, I mean, what do you want to see yourself that you're contributing to the humanity, to the human growth, to the world? Like you have a profession that is one kind of thing, and what will make you most fulfilled at the end of your life in terms of contributing towards the humanity, towards the growth of humanity? And what do you think about in this point as a businesswoman, as a fashion designer?
My next goal belongs also to grow my fashion company further, but
Mm-hmm.
also to inspire a lot of people to live their own passion and to
Mm-hmm.
give them the key how to find this, how to go through challenging situation, and how to be successful. this is something I'm on my way already. So really to inspire people to live their dreams.
Great.
And how to do that.
So that's a big question. Leonardo, yeah, thank you. Hi, Leonardo, how are you?
I am
So
Leonardo.
so, some of the people also watching with us, so they might be wondering what the hell we are doing here, right? So what is our purpose? Why we are talking each other? I'm from Bangladesh and you're from Austria. Actually, we are talking, and finding the common ground and how we can actually inspire people. Ultimately, that is what we want, and bringing the success stories from across the world. That is one of my intention and one of my motto as well. So those who are listening right now, so it's for them. So thank you if it helps anyone. So ultimately, we want, the reason I'm bringing different guests is actually to leaving the footprint in this part of the world, so that you are successful and you're doing great job, and let other people also be inspired by your success, by your word, by your determination, what Alexandra was saying, and by your resilience. So a lot of time we actually struggle in our life, we defeat ourselves in the face of poverty, in the face of scarcity, in the face of fear, in the face of shyness. So if we have some of the tips how we can overcome this fear, shyness, and anxiety, how do
I
you
can tell
overcome
a
yourself?
story. I can
Please.
tell a story. So I was for the first time in September 2015 in New York. A friend of mine
Mm-hmm.
brought me to New York.
Okay.
1 month later, I got a phone call
Mm-hmm.
from someone, and they were inviting me for doing a fashion show in New York in 4 weeks. And if if you have this in mind, what it means to bring fashion to America from Europe, you
Mm-hmm.
say it's not possible. I had inside myself the feeling, oh yes, 4 weeks to have a fashion show in New York, how can I do this? But I felt inside myself, my heart was telling me, oh yes, we are doing this. And I say yes. And it was like a miracle because I just took the opportunity and I just went into this opportunity. And I had help from everywhere. I had help from Austria, from New York. Um, I had I two models were flying in from Holland. I found in New York models, and it was like a miracle. Everything was coming into place, and I had 4 weeks later an amazing fashion show in New York, and the people were very surprised, and I grew a lot just because I did this step. So in the moment, if you have a chance and you don't ask yourself, is this possible? But you go for it, actually, and you go for it, and you go for it, and you go over your fears, and you go behind your fears, and you do it, and you do it, and you do it. You get better and better, and it's easier and easier. And then you start looking, where are the next fears? Where are the next challenging situations? I would love to have a next challenging situation. Can I go through it? Yes, yes. you know, the point is, if you don't go forward and stay, and you can fall backwards. And if you
Mm-hmm.
don't go for it because you have fear, and next time you don't go for it because you have fear, you go backwards. If you go beyond your fears and you go forward and forward and forward, you get to be unstoppable.
Yeah, absolutely. This really interesting.
And because
Had you not
because
been? Hmm.
because you achieve a lot. I know I can do everything. I know I can do everything. Then it's changed that I know I can do everything in the world, whatever I want. Now I know it must be connected. It must be connected with this, what's supposed to be in my life.
Absolutely. The
The
Alexander is
next
saying
step.
that the fears are frightened because you have taken actions, so the fear eliminated out of your life. Had you not been taking the action on that particular time, getting afraid, to arrange a fashion design in New York within 2 weeks' time, a lot of uncertainties, probably you wouldn't have seen these things, right? The things
A
have
half
fallen
year
into places.
if you would say me a half year before I was in New York having my fashion show, you would tell me you will have in a half year, you have a fashion show in New York. I would tell you, not possible. It's not possible. I, and because I couldn't speak English, actually, just a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
I had a lot of fears for being on plane, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it was just go for it, and it was
Mm.
really stepping beyond the fears, taking the fears for chance,
Mm.
because everything we want in life lies actually beyond fears always.
Yep,
Yes.
life happens actually when we overcome our fear, our obstacles. Then we tend to enjoy the more of it, because then life reveals its beauty, right, in phases, isn't it?
Yes, and
And that's
I played also in this time, I always, every 3 weeks, I was looking for something I never did before. So for situations, just playing and being able to face totally new situations you never did before. And again and again and again, these are things where you really can
hmm,
grow as personality, being able to step out and be able to show your truth also, and yeah.
show
And this
your
makes,
skin, yeah, show your courage, right?
yes, yeah.
Absolutely. Great. Rajan is showing that on fire. He's just walking. What happens to you, Rajan?
he
So he has fire on his belly, probably. Yeah.
yes, because I
Great.
I made him fire on his baby. Maybe.
Great. So great. So I think uh, it was lovely talking to you, and it is really wonderful that you have shared your passion, your mission, and also your hunger. How you have overcome your difficulties, and you're achieving your life and your fulfillment. It is really inspiring, at least to me, and I'm sure those who would be listening to you would get some food for thoughts. And your some last comment for anyone who would be watching anytime.
Just go for it. Just go for it. Go for what you're dreaming. We are not different. It's a question
Hmm.
of a decision. Go for it
Lovely.
and
This
do it.
is hmm, this is this is something. So thank you so much. Thank you, Katharina. Thank you, Alexandra. Thank you, Razan, and who has spent time
Thank you,
listening
Kamrul.
us. It's my pleasure actually to talk and to share our common mission, to understand something, and how we can help each other to grow, how we can help others to grow, to come out from the fear, from the limitations, and go get the world. The universe is just waiting.
Yes!
And
Yes, yes, yes.
yes, thank you so much. And it's my pleasure actually to have you on this platform, on this show. I'm inspired, and I look forward to some of you, those who are watching. So I want to talk, as many people as possible, and bringing out the success stories from all over the world. And on this journey, I'm grateful to all of you. Thank you so much.
And I love it, Kamrul, that you are doing this. And I wish you much success. and just go for it.
Thank
Also,
you.
everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Take care. Bye bye.
Take care. Bye bye. Bye bye.
Bye.